everyone, my name's Kate Brown and I'm KeyPay's Marketing Manager and co-host of our podcast, The Payoff. In the midst of the COVID-19 crisis, KeyPay have been speaking to lots of different businesses on how they're coping through COVID-19, and we hear lots of stories about how people are pivoting their business model in reaction to these government restrictions. Now, in this video, we speak to Adam Cheers, who is a Sydney restaurant owner, and he has done just that. He's completely transformed the way his two venues work. They're completely online now, and he is on a mission to help as many other venues as possible to achieve the same. This video goes into detail about how venues can incentivize their customers or potential customers into using their online delivery platform over an external provider such as Uber Eats or Deliveroo, who usually take quite a big commission fee. So you've set up your online platform, you've figured out your delivery model, and the next hurdle is actually marketing your platform and getting that word out to customers. So how are you actually incentivizing customers to use your platform over external providers?
Yeah, I think this is probably the most important part of the entire process. The delivery was probably the most challenging part to figure out, but marketing is the most important part, because it's all well and good to have an online platform. It's all well and good to have a delivery driver, but if you're not getting any orders, then it's all irrelevant. So it's really, really important that you have a really solid marketing plan in place to make sure that you're making it known with your customers and raising awareness of your online ordering platform with your customers. Some of the ways that we've done that is we've relied very heavily on our social media presence, particularly through Facebook and Instagram, running organic posts through our pages on a daily basis. We've also been running ads on both of those platforms, just trying to educate people as often as we can that they now have the ability to order with us direct. And some of the things we've done is we've changed our menu to allow for a more in-home dining experience. So we've done things like build your own burger kits, build your own taco kits, where all of the ingredients are provided separately. And so it creates a really fun and exciting, engaging experience for the family to get together and enjoy that dining experience at home with good quality food provided from one of their favorite restaurants. So that's really helped us. We've been doing a lot of the taco kits and a lot of the burger kits. Separate to that, we've also been providing some things like some discounts for people who want to either pick up or for delivery if they order directly with us. So the goal is, as I mentioned, to try and slowly over time be able to convert people and their behavior from ordering directly on external delivery platforms and directly with us. And so, if someone was to get a 10 or a 15% discount, in my opinion, that's a pretty good incentive to now order direct with that business. Now, we're still losing 15% on that transaction, but it's a lot better than 38% in a lot of cases. So, ultimately, that's a great solution short term until consumer behavior starts to change and it becomes their habit that they start ordering with you directly. We've been doing things like having discount codes. So we connect with a lot of community groups in the area, whether it might be a specific geographically targeted private Facebook group and reaching out to them, or I gave someone some advice the other day. They were right near a hospital, so I said, let's create a discount code and call it Nurse 10, and we'll give them all of the nurses at that hospital a 10% discount. And all they need to go is go to your website, use the discount code that you've created for them, and they feel special because you've created a specific discount just for them, because you've identified that you really appreciate the work that they do and you're happy to give them some value for all the effort that they're doing. And so we've experimented with things of that nature, and it's worked really well for us. That's important, but also there's some other things which a lot of businesses, in my opinion, are undervaluing, which are really, really important to drive traffic to their site and their online order platform. So for me personally, social media is one aspect of that. But the other thing is SEO. or people's websites and making sure it's optimized for a Google search. So if you're at home, as we all are right now in isolation, and you're looking for somewhere to order in for dinner tonight, what are you going to do? 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to go to Google and you're going to type something in like best pizza in town or best burger delivered, Thai food near me, best Mexican food. Now, if your restaurant or your website is not set up to be able to target these keywords so that when a customer puts in those words into Google, that your website then appears at the top, you're missing out on huge opportunity because there are people that are getting orders every single day based on this exact scenario. And if you're not there at the top, then you're really missing out. And so that's one thing that I think a lot of business owners, particularly in hospitality, they really undervalue how important it is to be at the top of Google searches. If someone's typing in best burger in Manly, for example, now they're looking to buy a burger and they're probably looking to order for dinner tonight. And if they type that into Google and you appear at the top, they click on your link, they land on your homepage, you have an online ordering platform, they like to look at your food, they're ready to buy. Now they're going to place an order with you and you're going to get that sale. Now, if you're not there, then you're missing out and other people are winning. And that's one thing that I've found has made a huge impact on my business. And I think a lot of other business owners really need to seriously consider how that can impact their business. So for me, marketing is really the missing piece. If people are really employing some of those tactics, I can assure them that as it's worked for me, I've actually reduced my external delivery orders by over 50%. And the other night, we had a huge night and we only had one external delivery order and the rest was all through our online ordering portal. And the reason why is because I've followed those tactics that I just mentioned here today.
Fantastic. So Adam, on that, with things like SEO and optimization, search optimization, for somebody who's like potentially not very marketing savvy, do you have any advice for them getting started? Do you think that they should engage somebody externally from the business, or is it something that they can kind of figure out themselves?
I think it's something which can be a little bit technical, and people have tried to do it themselves. But if you're not doing each part of the process properly, it's not going to deliver the results that you need to be able to have an impact on your business. And so I would suggest engaging someone who's familiar with this. I actually have a media company called Hustle Media Group. So for anyone that's interested in learning a bit more, I'd be happy to give anyone a free website analysis and give them a few key points on what they could do immediately in their business that might deliver some instant results. So for anyone watching this or listening to this, feel free to reach out to me and I'd be more than happy to help you out.
Great.
You're a man of many trades, Adam.
Many talents.
On the topic of marketing, could you explain to our audience how you've been able to utilize the customer data that has actually come through your online platform and the value of that data?
Yeah, it's a great question, Kate. So for those that don't know, external delivery partners, when a restaurant receives an order from a customer, as a business or a restaurant, we don't ever see the customer's information. We don't see we see the name and that's it. We don't see a phone number. We don't see an email address. So we don't have access to the customers that order through these external platforms. Obviously, companies such as Uber Eats and Deliveroo, they understand how valuable that information is because they then have the ability to promote any restaurant they want to that customer. So one day they order from my restaurant, tomorrow they're promoting 5, 6, 7 other restaurants down the road. And so that customer loyalty is really rare to achieve with an external platform. Having your own online order platform allows you to actually retain your customers' information. So from a business perspective, that's really important for us. And it's also important for the customer as well, because we've got a number of specials and a number of promotions that we want to run. And so if we don't have the customer's information because they've ordered through Uber Eats or Deliveroo, then we don't actually have the ability to share those specials, all those promotions with those customers. So as part of this process now that we've got our own platform set up, every customer that orders with us, we have the ability to then communicate with them in the future and offer them specials and offer them promotions. And what that does for us is it really allows us to be able to increase customer loyalty, and also to be able to increase the frequency of when they purchase. And so we spend less time on trying to find new customers, and we spend more time on focusing on our existing customers and trying to get them to repurchase, whilst also trying to find new customers. And so it gives you a more solid foundation to work with. I do some promotions where I'll run a report to see who hasn't ordered from me in a couple of weeks, and then I'll create a specific discount code for that day, and I'll send it out to my customers and say, I've noticed you haven't ordered in a couple of weeks. Here's a special code for you today. Get 10% off if you order tonight. And those sort of tactics have worked really well for my business because it incentivizes people to order direct. Now, if a customer was purely ordering on Uber Eats or Deliveroo, they're not going to get access to those promotions. So it's equally as important for the business owner as it is for the consumers to be ordering direct, so that the restaurants and the venues can then communicate their upcoming promotions with those venues.
Yeah, I think the message throughout this is taking advantage of this stuff right now, so that in the future you can embrace it and utilize it.
Yeah, the main purpose, I guess, is that there's a place in the market for these external delivery platforms. They're going to be around. They're not going away anytime soon. And businesses have a choice. You can choose to use them, or you don't. You can choose not to use them. The choice is yours, and you have the power to choose whether you work with them or not. But if you do choose to work with them, just be aware of what you're dealing with, and be comfortable with the fact that it may not be profitable transactions, but there are alternatives. And look at the alternatives and explore them, and you may realize that there are better options out there that are more suitable for your business.
Yeah, now more than ever, it just shows the value long term, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to say, I absolutely love your enthusiasm for taking on this challenge and just getting stuck in and pivoting. It's really, really inspiring. And I'm sure other business owners who are in the same position will feel rejuvenated by everything that you've talked about. Would you be able to share where anyone who's listening who might be interested in ordering at Peanut Butter and Jelly or your other venue, would you be able to share those details? And then B, anyone who's looking to reach out to you in regards to consulting on marketing or changing their business to an online forum?
Yeah, sure. So if anyone wants to order from my restaurants there, you can find us at www.peanutbutterjelly.com.au. Or if you look up, if you're in the city or Surrey Hills area, you can order from Zepickle. Just look us up, Zepickle. That's Zepickle. Zepickle Surrey Hills on Facebook would be the best method to be able to order directly online. And for anyone that's interested in or wants some help transitioning their business into online ordering and some help trying to integrate delivery into their business, or if you just need some advice with marketing, feel free to reach out to me. My email is adam@hustlemediagroup.com.au, or you might be able to link me up on Instagram, Adam_cheers. And I'm sure you might link some up in the bottom of the podcast or the video here. So
we were saying actually before we were chatting, we love that your last name is Cheers and you're in the hospitality industry. It's come on.
Yeah, it's always my shout at the bar.
Yeah. Everyone's like, cheers. And you're like, what, me?
Happens all the time.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Adam. That has been very interesting and
so good.
Having me. It was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely great. Apologies for my dog Toast trying to enter the chat, guys, a couple of times. She's very vocal about supporting local restaurants.